Some studies are showing that about 60% of folks in the US often feel pretty lonely these days. It's a real concern for public health, even more worrying than obesity or diabetes rates. What's really striking is how loneliness can seriously affect our bodies and minds. Join me in this video to talk about solutions from a Buddhist standpoint. Namaskar, Divine Seekers. You may be familiar with the concept of interdependence taught by the Buddha. Interdependence means there's nothing that exists in isolation, and there is nothing that exists that doesn't depend on almost everything else. In the book Wisdom of the Shamans, Don Jose Ruiz, a Toltec teacher, illustrates the concept of interdependence beautifully. Think of an oak tree. This tree is the culmination of so many things: earth, sun, water, air, an acorn blown by the wind or carried by a bird, all of which have worked together to manifest this beautiful creation of art that we call a tree. If you were to take away any one of these things, this tree would not exist. The same can be said for you, for all of us, for everything. We are a creation of all that has gone before us. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Buddha or a saint, I would argue, of recent modern history, elaborated on Lord Buddha's teachings on interdependence in our modern age with the concept of interbeing. Interbeing was Thich Nhat Hanh's way of describing the interconnectedness of all phenomena. Here are 5 insights from his teachings. The first insight we have to understand about interbeing is that everything in the universe is connected. This includes people, animals, plants, and even inanimate elements. The second insight is non-separation. Thich Nhat Hanh taught that the idea of a separate individual is an illusion. Instead, individuals are deeply interconnected with their surroundings. If you zoomed out of our little planet and could see it from distant galaxies, it would appear that our little planet is just like a little point of light, like a little single atom. From that perspective, it's easy to question just how separate can we be in this little planet from each other when we appear as just like a little point of light floating in space. A third and important insight on interbeing is practicing compassion and responsibility toward all life. When one sees oneself as connected to everything else, there's a natural inclination toward kindness, empathy, and taking care of the world and its inhabitants. We ought to be compassionate toward other beings that we share this planet with, in the same way that we would be compassionate toward different organs in our body. We wouldn't treat our lungs well, but not our liver. After all organs are operating in the same body, with their own purpose and fulfilling their own function, whether we understand it or not. In the same way, all living beings are sharing the universe. We ought to see that there is purpose to all and should see that all parts are integral of the whole. Number 4, Thich Nhat Hanh taught mindfulness. According to Thich Nhat Hanh, by being fully mindful of the present moment, one becomes more aware of the connections between oneself and the world, leading to a deeper understanding of interdependence. Number 5, environmental and social implications. Thich Nhat Hanh took the concept of interbeing to a collective level, identifying how this basic Buddhist practice can be applied to society at large, in particular extending it to environmental and social issues. Thich Nhat Hanh emphasized the importance of caring for the earth and all living beings, and recognizing that the well-being of one is connected to the well-being of all, and that we ought to take care of the planet as all ecosystems are deeply interconnected. These concepts on interbeing and interdependence, they can be like real pillars to establish ourselves in cosmic kinship, to help us cultivate compassion, deeper understanding, and have a sense of responsibility toward all life. Though Western scholars boggle their minds to find solutions for depression and anxiety, did you know that Native Americans have long had solutions to these problems in their cultural traditions that go back thousands of years? But what is it about the Native American worldview that can improve mental health and other modern day problems? Click on this video to find out. I'll be waiting for you right over there in part 4 of this webinar series. Click there now, and I'll see you there. Namaskar.